What I'm trying to figure out is how much money would we have to like raise to just all go to Thailand? Because once you're there, it's cheap. Once you're there, it's cheap. Somebody would complain. They're like, $80 an hour? I can get a Thai massage in Thailand for... I'm like, so fly to Thailand and get it for that price. So here's something I can tell you about pricing. When I finally had enough clients, I raised my rates. And as soon as I raised my rates, people started tipping more. And 6 months or 9 months later, I was so busy, I raised my rates again. And then people were tipping more. Like, what? It's totally counterintuitive. Every time I raised my rates, I got more clients. Now, what I would do, this is how, I'm in private practice. Michael might have a different setup at a spa, right? At a facility. What I would do is I would email all my regular clients and say, listen, in 6 months, I'm going to raise my rates by like $20 an hour or whatever the fee was. I'm just letting you know now. Don't worry about it, but I'm just letting you know. When that 6 months came up, I would raise my rates on my website and then email all those clients and say, listen, I want to thank you so much, Stephanie, for building my practice to the point where I can raise my rates. I'm going to extend the old rate to you for another 4 months. How do you feel about that?
Special deal. I got a good deal.
It's just between you and I, but I really want to thank you. How does she feel? And then when I finally raised rates, how does she feel?
No problem.
Yeah. And that's exactly how I did it, okay? When it comes to customer care, I want to point out something that happened, I think it was yesterday. I was in my hotel room. Tech support sucks. How do you feel about tech support? Dude, listen, I got into customer service where I could work on Nicole. In person, interactive, because I don't like dealing with 20 people's needs like all at once. It's kind of rough, right? Mandy contacted me, and Mandy was furious because she says, I bought your package. It was 3 payments of $97. Your thing just billed me another $97. Internally, I'm in a hotel room in Vegas. I have horrible Wi-Fi. I have to connect with my phone. I go, listen, I'm really sorry. You know, she's saying, I'm going to miss a car payment. It's going to mess up my finances. The bank is going to charge me a finance charge and, you know, this and that. So I don't argue with her about whether it was 3 payments of 97 or 4 payments of 97. I say, listen, do you have PayPal? She's like, yeah. I'm going to give me your PayPal address. She gives me your email address. The payment was 97. I sent her $150. And I said, hey, sorry about the misunderstanding. Here you go. You need the money more than the bank does, is what I told her. I get more out of having happy clients and students. It's like the money doesn't matter. Right. 20 minutes later, she writes me and says, oh, I'm so sorry. Like I went, and she like cut and paste the picture where we had a Facebook conversation where it was 4 payments. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I messed it up. And I'm like, no, that's cool, don't worry about it. And she's like, no, I'm gonna pay you back. I'm gonna pay you back. And I'm like, okay, but no rush. Don't worry about it. Just do what you got to do. That's fine. So she says she's gonna pay me back in a week or 2. She went on to Massage Entrepreneurs and wrote this like glowing review and said, Robert not only refunded the money I didn't deserve, he gave me more than I deserved. Now, how do I feel about my customer service? Exactly, because it was more about making her happy than it was about the money. How much does a negative review? Ugh. And in my case, the $150 was like, listen, if $150 is going to make or break your finances in a month, 1, you need to keep studying with me. If you're a massage therapist. The other part is, I want her to be happy interacting with me. Forever now, she will have a very positive association where she understands my interaction with Nicole wasn't about the money she paid for class. Yeah. And that's what clients want, is they want to connect with us. That's how I deal with customer service.